is alive. Oh, I'm singing. I hope it's this song. With the sound of paper. Oh. Hi, I'm Mary Gunn. We're going to get started. Shall we get started? It's showbiz. I'm wound up like a... I had a good dinner, so I don't know if all the blood is in my stomach right now, and I don't know, but we're going to see what happens tonight. Welcome. I'll be right back. Hi, I'm Mary Gunn. Welcome to Fun University. Hello, I'm Mary Gunn. I'm Mary Gunn Fun, founder and head professor of Fun University, and this is Fun University Study Hall, July 13th, 2021. Yes. What we're going to do tonight, hopefully we won't all just fall apart here. Oh, my lands, we're off to a great start. It's Tuesday the 13th, after all. Anybody believe that kind of malarkey about the 13th? Anyway, what we're going to do tonight, because we did the Cut the Crap and Create on paper hoarding last week, and it's really been interesting to hear people talk about their paper. I'm gonna show you what I have and just go over it real briefly and how I do it. It's not fancy. It's not. I didn't tidy up to prepare to impress you, so don't expect to be impressed. Okay, and then we're gonna do some. We in the lounge we were talking about dolling up, sprucing up and gussying up some little butterflies and things. So we're going to do some things like that with some markers just for fun. You can do it with other things. Okay, anyway, we'll get to that. This is Study Hall. It's very relaxed, which is good. I don't really have a serious plan in my well-kissed noggin. But I do have a sketchy idea of what I think we'll cover tonight. As always, we are a community-sponsored program and series of three shows: Cut the Crap and Create, Craft, Roulette, and Fun University. If you are interested in learning more about supporting our efforts of good times in paper crafting, you can go to Patreon, Mary Gunn Fun, and learn lots more about it. We do have some inside information for you every week. Crafter Math, by the way, is up from last week's show. It was fun. What else is up there? Oh, the polls are up, and the question place is up for this week's show, number 70. We did have our tech call with Stacy. I'm going to call you Sharon. I know I am. Stacy today, and she is just delightful. I think we're going to have a great time on Friday, so make sure you don't miss us. You know about the chat and stuff like that. I think Stephen will probably be in the chat if you have questions, but we're a small group. I'll be able to catch you. I will. Hello, Jamie, 5K, Leslie, Roberta, Lee, Susan, Smurf, Karen from Australia. Karen, I've been loving what you've been doing with going back and doing some, and Catherine, old parameters. It makes me want to put those old parameters back on, but some of them are kind of wacky, and I don't know. I don't know if people would like it. So anyway, we're going to talk about paper first. Let's do that. It's my Golidlock style of paper sorting. Golidlock. I was thinking about Golidlock. What the heck? Where were her parents? But here she is, traipsing around the woods all by herself. It's a little bit frightening to me, and I'm a little like adult stress kind of thing. It's just like, how old was Golidlock, and how was she just let loose? Okay, so we are going to I'm going to stand up. You've enjoyed it? That's good, Karen. So here's a shocking fact. Here's a very shocking fact. I have given away so much paper in my 20 years of paper crafting as a professional that it is, you could probably, there's a lot of paper that are in other people's hands because I just couldn't carry it anymore. It's heavy and it's like a burden. So thankfully we've moved a couple times, and so it was a great incentive to get that out of Dodge. So then part two is I had been close to my heart consultant for 20 years, and So every month I would have to buy something because I'd have to create something so I could sell something. And not all those somethings were like my cup of tea. But anyway, actually the last two somethings were so not my cup of tea. I said, I've had it. But so that was a year ago, March. And then made a few more purchases. Actually bought some little, my first 6x6 paper pack. I've only bought one in my life. I did love it. I did, but I've been faking it ever since because I used it up. And then I went to that place, the box store, Joann's, and bought some of their Park Lane, and I like it. I like it just fine. Did some other things, just get a little paper here, a little paper there. And so last August, I said no more paper. I felt myself being sucked into the paper buying machine. And because darn it, it's so cute. And I've always loved paper. That's another story. So I said, no muss, no muss, no muss. I'm not buying any more paper. And I thought it was going to be just till the end of the year. But now it's become an obsession. So I have not bought paper except for white and black since last August. And so I'm almost to my annual or my first year anniversary. I will be doing some soul searching, thinking about going to Nepal, sitting up on a mountain, and doing some soul searching about whether I want to buy paper in September or when. So, allow me to show you this. If you did see Cut the Crap and Create, you will know that one of these little bins, this is a IKEA Calyx, one of these little bins holds about 13 inches of paper. And that equals to about 10,000 A2 size cards. Now, I don't know how young you have to be to make that many cards, but I'm pretty darn sure I'm beyond that. So all I have, this is all Close My Heart cardstock, which is wonderful cardstock. I love it. It's loosely put in groups. It's just Roy G. Biv. I did find something, some Dollar Tree YouTube thing. They showed a little paper napkin holder, and it was flat on the bottom. I thought, you know, a couple of those in there or along the back or two of them deep might be just the ticket. And then so to hold these guys up, because it does get a little heavy, but it's just Roy G. Biv. Here's what's happened. I will search high and low for a scrap of paper so that I don't have to cut into a 12 by 12. But alas, me hearties, you know, every once in a while I have to. Some of these still have, this is not a perfect system, and I don't have it perfectly laid out, but like some of them have 12 by 3s in here and things like that, and I've kind of moved those on. However, these, oh, here I still am, you can see my girth. These are my pattern papers, and this is it. And this is my 12 by 12 pattern papers. In here I also have the specialty papers and watercolor paper, vellum, acetate, I think that's about it, and that kind of stuff. So there's a little specialty paper in there. This is the 12 by 12 pattern paper, of which I have several styles. I have just some little picture my life kind of cards down here, just holding it all up. Again, this is not how I want it, but it's how I have it for right now. We did find something, I'll tell you that in just a minute. Then right here I have white scraps, black scraps. I have 8.5 by 11 and 12 by 12 that's really smooth. So that's like my stamping paper, but I never use it because I don't want to use it up. Then down here, so this is my Papa Bear paper. This is my Mama Bear paper system. And of course, Papa Bear is the easiest. He's the simplest. You just put him in colors and you just put him up there. What are you saying? Oh yes, my panic face once the show. I've screwed up. You should have seen Steven's panic face when I'm panicking. We kind of panic off each other. Anyway, this is my, let's go down to paper. Let's see if we can see this. Oh, it's kind of big, but that's okay. These are just regular folders, office folders, and I have put yellows together, and I try to put them just small to large, but it gets jumbled up. But you know, if there's a day and I just want to touch paper, I can fix it up. It just works real well. I also need to put that into yellow and then orange because I have enough of both. Here's my to be filed. It's in the wrong place. So here's my to be filed, and here's a couple pages or papers right there that need to be filed. Again, that's going to be something that maybe I'll do, maybe it'll get out of control, and it's okay. It's still in more control than it could be. Here is my specialty scrap folders. I didn't make them long. I didn't make them to fit the 12 by 12. They're still, you know, they're pretty big. But in here I have the glitter paper and fancy stuff. Oh, here's something I painted, for instance. So it doesn't have to be made by somebody else. There's some acetate, different things like that. That's my specialty. I have it over here, so when I'm going through this, I have to tell you about that in just a second. Here we have the violet and blue violet. So I'm using my color wheel names to decide what the files are. So if we go blue violet, we know where we're going to look for stuff. So here it is. And you can see how much, where you have the most of stuff too when you have it like this. Here's some pinks. It looks like I could pull some pinks and just give them like a bag of it and give it away, because that's a good thing too. Here's my reds, for instance, and they're patterned and they're cardstock. I don't worry too much about, oh, but what if they've got green on the other side? It's okay. Anything that slows me down and makes it so it doesn't, I'm just going to ignore it. And then if I see, you know, like chances are I'm going to use this side faster than I'm going to use this side, because I don't use bears and Christmas trees all that much. But I do like pretty flowers, so I put the pretty flowers out, but I can still see on the back. It's not like a snake's going to bite me if I look at the back. So I can thumb through here pretty easily and see what's up. Do have cardstock, do have pattern paper, and I thought for like this one, I'm pretty sure this was an unusualer, that's a good word, a more unusual paper for me to have than this one. And I thought, well, I think I would like to have access to this more than I would like to have access to that glue burger. So I just put it in there. This one, I didn't have enough ever, so this is like something I'm hoarding. And then, so that's red. Then you go to red violet. There they are. Oh, there was something else in red I was going to show you too. Here's a piece of paper. Now here, I know I made this paper. I made this paper, but I sprayed it, and it has some shimmer to it. I mean, this is like forward thinking, right? And then it's got this bordello stamp thing on it, like wallpaper. But I know I made that a good 15 years ago, but I haven't used it. So, you know, I probably should just pull that out and use it, or get rid of it. And I'll, you know, every once in a while I'll go through it and I'll go, okay, I'm getting rid of some stuff, and I just pull out a tenth or something like that and get rid of it. Red orange is in here. Not too much of that, huh? Green, we've got some yellow green. We've got in here, we've got green, lots of green. Blue, lots of blue. I know this is all mixed up. I've got gray and blacks. Oh my gosh. There was somebody that was a consultant for me for 24 hours. Came over and learned about what I suggested, and she quit the next morning. I must have been a real bear or something else. Anyway, this is just some neutrals and odd paper. And these were just kind of special fancy papers that, you know, like this one's kind of fancy. So it's not a particular, I didn't want to use the green. So I kept this back here for my special stash. So that is the Mama Bear paper packs. I've got some folios back here going on. Looks like I forgot all about them. So that's a whole nother thing. Like I said, it's not a perfect thing. Here is some pieces that are cut. They're like picture my life or Project Life or whatever those are, and I can grab those and make cards if I ever have a group in to make stuff. This is just some other stuff to, here's some more to be filed. There we go. And just some neutrals, which are small, and I don't have another place to put those in my baby file. So that is the Mama Bear file, and then I have the Baby Bear file, and the Baby Bear file is cute and precious. This is my Baby Bear file, and these are just little photo things that I got at Michael's, and I have them in an acrylic frame so I can pull them out and in to my heart's content. One thing I found out, red, I had so much red and then I had so much pink that I made a red tint, but it's all just color wheel names again. And then they just, small pieces get in here, and I use them all the time. It doesn't look like I've ever used a single piece, does it? But yes, I do. And sometimes I'll just pull a pile of them and make little strip things. So it's to get them used up. But that's that. That's my very, very simple card or paper system. And so far so good. It's I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it indeed. Oh, thank you. Yes, those thumbs up. Bye, Jingo. Maybe you don't like it, but come on now. Be a good sport. So anyway, this is it. This is my paper, and it's not too overwhelming. Oh, I do have a little folder here of cream colors, blacks, and whites so that I can grab those instead of cutting into a new piece. So that's that. It works. It works. And so what do you think? What do you think? Come on. Let's talk. Let's talk, girls. Should I buy paper in September? It's definitely not going to buy paper in August. Well, you know, the 5K, it comes in a little box, and I ended up putting just cards in that because I didn't like the box. And so, oh, I know what I was going to say. So the other day, Mr. Producer and I were talking about paper storage because I don't like the Mama Bear paper pack bin there. I want to be able to pull it out like a drawer and thumb through it that way. But that particular container doesn't fit. So we went ahead and looked up making drawers for IKEA Kallax. Found the most fun lady, and I think she's going to come on the show, so that's exciting. I'm excited to meet her. She's hilarious. And her husband was actually doing a video on how to do that. So anyway, you just never know when you're going to meet somebody really nice and fun like you guys. So you got paper everywhere. Yeah, I'm seeing that. And that's, I'm going, I will, at the end of August, I will take a picture of this because I have a picture of how it looked at the end of August last year. And you will hardly be able to see much change, I don't think, because it takes such little paper to make something. So, okay, let's make something, speaking of making things. All right, so let's get a little tiny piece of paper out. But I use a lot of white and black. Oh my gosh, I use so much of that. But these were the things that we were looking at the other day, yesterday, in the lounge, and some of you were saying you hadn't done this before, so hadn't used markers and things. It feels like I used paint on that one, and then this is marker. Okay, and I use black embossing on that. Okay, or clear embossing on black. All right, it's been a while since I did this, so let me just grab some. Hi, Fergie boy. Let me grab some of these marvelous scraps I have laying around. And I happen to know right where they are. Here's another thing, when you don't have too much stuff, you can have it close to you. So, and then you don't have to worry about, oh no, that's over in the back 40. You can have them right there next to you, so you don't even have to get up. It probably isn't good for calorie counting, but you keep yours in shoe boxes you got from Aldi. So cool deal. Keep it in color, cardstock, and pattern separately. Yep, that's a good plan too. You know, you have to work it out so that it works for you. But this is working for me pretty well. Not saying that I will keep this thing forever. I certainly could get a bug and try something else. So, yep, it works for now. But I was just totally surprised at how little paper I really use. And when you think about it, that a paper pack, let's try this guy, he's kind of cute. When you think of a paper pack with 24 sheets, and you're 24 sheets, okay, so each one makes 8 cards if you do it the way we did it the other day. Okie dokie, where's our mathematicians? 24 sheets, 8, 2, 3, 16, 19. That's 192 cards. That's a lot. So, I mean, go for it if you do it, but I just hate seeing you guys get bogged down. That's all. It's just, that's all. I want you to have a good time. Because it's a hobby. It should be fun. Yeah, I have my stamps in like picture boxes. We'll just stamp a bunch of these little guys. I'm using the, supposed to be Copic friendly, I think it is, Intense Black by Honeybee. I think I got it when I ordered something from Ellen Hudson. So we'll just make a bunch and we'll make them real pretty. Oh, that was a bad one. It's okay. We'll just cover him up. That's why we have sentiments. We also have trimmers. Get a little wing in there. A little prayer in there. Oh, probably, there we go. Okie dokie. Might just go ahead and buzz this with a little heat so we don't get icky stuff. Icky messes. So you have all these in Australia. I'm going tomorrow. Be interesting to see how different they are. Okie doke. All right, let's just start hanging out and doing some fun. Get a couple trays of Copics. I don't have a lot of Copics. I have plenty, and I probably will get a few more. But I have few enough that I can keep them in this arrangement, which is fine with me. Because I'm not going to do the fancy shading. I know I won't. So let's start with something light. Ooh, baby. We'll just fill in the big areas first. Go. I'll come back over here and do another one. You know, if you don't have this set, which you probably don't because it's really old, and you can always look up butterflies, stylized butterflies. Realistic butterflies have been very popular lately, but if you looked up some stylized butterflies, you might be able to do it. Or, you know, we could try drawing these. I don't think they'd be that hard. We could fake it. It wouldn't look just like it. But we can break it down. Let's break it down. For the first thing, I don't want anybody call me a cheater. Okay, so you can see that. So we'll make a little curve. You can't see it too well, but it's right. I'll do it darker. a little curve, and that's his body. And that's not too hard. Now, if you want to curve to the other side, if that's more comfortable, curve to the other side. That's okay. Now, if you look at this, that looks like a 3. Is that a 3? No, a B. And that looks like, how's a 3 look? Yep, same thing. So we can draw a 3 or a B right there. And then we can come in a little farther down, make a loop. Now mine is a fat little butterfly. Then we can do it on the other side. If that's too hard to do the other way, just flip your paper over and do a mirror. There we go. See how easy that was? Then you can come in with some big old fat marker, which I may or may not. I think this is working out pretty well over here. So we give them a little circle, give them a little oval. Nobody sees this one, right? So your butterfly can be whatever you want it to be. Give some little descending things, some calligraphy pens. There we go. Mine looks a little wonky, but that's okay. Not bad for my first one. So, and then you could make it a little bit bigger too if you want. A little longer. You just have to hold your tongue out farther. Oh. That's really, it's really more fun if it's not if it's not symmetric. It's kind of fun to be a little more freeform. So anyway, that's how, if you don't have this and you want to play, oh, I want to practice drawing something, you can practice doing that. Okay, so we got the yellow on there. We used a light yellow. We'll come in with a darker yellow. Now, like I said, I am not going to worry a whole lot about that intense coloring that the pros do. It's not my thing right now. Blending, that's the word. I knew there was a word. We might even start down here then, one with the darker yellow. Now, see, this is why I end up with not using paper, because I end up making my own. It's just fine, because I don't want to make 100 and whatever that was cards out of a paper pack of 24. I want to just have like 3. So that's why I like making paper. This is fun too. It's just fun. I think we like coloring. Some of us do, at least. Okay. So we've got some yellows and some golden butterflies. Got another light color. This one will be hard to see in the sky. There are white butterflies. I don't know if they're... Well, no, there's a morpho. He's like a jewel flying in the sky. And he is blue. I have a taxidermied morpho. They promised me that he died of natural causes. Oh my gosh, I believe them. I do. Of course, butterflies don't live very long. Dang it. So that's kind of sad. All right, well, we're not going to get sad tonight, so I'm going to talk about happy things like being strong, getting lids off. Ooh, that kind of brightens up the palette there. There's that bad one. You know, if we put a little rouge on him, enough lipstick, it'll be fine. He'll look gorgeous. Nobody's gonna say, "My, you're very fuzzy." Okay, so that's one way to do it. Now let's doll this guy up a little bit. Let's get another purple, and let's do some flicking. Who wants to flick with me? So I'm just going to start here at the base and flick out. And it'll look like he's got some cool feathers going on. It's a light hand. You touch down and you lift up. You flip, you go out and lift up. That's not so hard, but look how pretty he is now. You can tell if your hand's a little dark or a little heavier because your line's going to be a little fatter. And see, watch this. See how fat that guy is? But if I have a nice, oops, I can't do it. There we go. Then you got a thin one if you're really light-handed. So I suppose that would be a good thing to practice. I suppose I won't. But I suppose I could. Well, it's just going to be a beautiful, beautiful piece. And then, ooh, so we're going to flick off the edge here onto the butterfly. And if we don't like it, we'll cut it off, and that'll be okay. All right. I think we want some more color. We've got green and we have orange. You know I gotta have some orange. Oh, did I forget that guy? I did. Okay. Oh, I only did him? Well, isn't that nice? Okie dokie. The Copics too, I don't know about beans, Copics, but they do feel a little bit like calligraphy pens in that, you know, you push down harder and you get more of a, everybody probably knows that, but you do get a heavier stroke. And then if you go a little bit lighter, like going up, you'll get a thinner stroke. Oops, there's somebody saying, what about me? What about I? What about number one? No, I mean I. Okay, so now we're going to bring in some tri-blends. Now, tri-blends are alcohol too. It's just that they have a harder tip, and I don't think they blend quite. I don't think they're known for blending quite as well as Copics, but I don't know. So I'm just going to draw some little circles. And on this little one, we'll just do 3 little ones. If you wanted to cut out a mask and do stenciling and all sorts of groovy stuff like that, you could. But that's a little more than I'm willing to commit to right now. I'm doing the circles first. I may come in with a black pen, but I don't want to do the black pen first because it may not be Copic. And I've got all this, I already have all this intense coloring in here. Well, maybe not that intense, but I don't want to screw it up at the same time with muddying up the flowers here. Ooh, aren't they pretty? They really are just so pretty. So then we have these guys. So what are we going to do with them? We have some red. Don't I have some red, for the love of Pete? Oh, it's up here. Okay, I have 2 little drawers. I'm going to have them all out. There's some red. Looks like it likes to go everywhere. Okie doke. So we did flicks, we did dots. Let's just fill in this little center and buy some time. I just use a bunch of dots. There's somebody up there that hasn't committed to a choice there. Okay, all right. I don't think let's see. We could do flicks inside from the outside in. Okay. Let's give them a little more direction. There we go. Oh, that's pretty. So much easier to move your paper. and mess with your arm. At least my arm would complain. That is pretty. Okay, so maybe well, hang on. See how we feel after we flick a few more. Not have the same passion. You know, it's like 2 cards is great. 4 cards get a little tedious. 6 cards, I'm just almost to hire it out. Don't have to make that many. Okay. Ooh, that one was a little heavy-handed. It's okay. Oh, they're getting kind of pretty. Yes. Well, hello, Lisa, and Leslie's here. Leslie, I'm so excited. Leslie's gonna have a live person class. I saw. That's very cool. That'll be great. I don't think I could ever do another live person class. I think I'm just stuck right here. Somebody might talk to me. Then what would I do? Okay, so we've got some flicking. Now what shall we do? You know what? Let's just do some bouncing. Let's just do some spotty dancing. That little boomer dog, when he sees me put on my tennis shoes, that dog veritably, he dances. He's so excited to go outside and take a walk. He's the cutest. I gotta take a little picture of him. I don't know if I like bouncy dots, but by golly, that's what it's gonna get. You know, I was thinking too, instead of making paper, let's just do some dots around that kind of ties it together. And one big one. And then we'll put a black circle around it. Oh, that's a very attractive butterfly. What was I saying? I don't know. Somebody would talk to me. That's what it was. Somebody would talk to me, and then what would I do? I would have to remember the conversation. Couldn't look back at the feed, at the chat. Well, Leslie, I wish you well. There we go. All right, those are kind of cute. Is there anything else we can do to them? I think I'm going to get a marker out here. Yeah, that'll be nice. That'll be nice to see people in person. Been a long... Oh, it seemed very odd. Okay, so we'll just add some circles around these guys, the biggies. These are shaping up real pretty. And you know, the other thing you can do with something like this that's so pretty is instead of making cards, you can put some packing tape on them so they look shiny and cut them out like a sticker. Of course, it doesn't have any sticky on the back, but it's still pretty. I think I'll flick some of this. Ooh, this guy's looking very exotic. Oh my. These are very pretty. Almost was lazy and had a mistake. Butterflies are just so fun to create. They're just fun. Must have been the best thing in the world to make. Okay, let's see. There's another one. If I flicked on the outside and I'm flicking on the inside. Oops, wrong one. Wrong petal of flowers there. That's okay. He's going to be fine. Oh dear. Okay. So if we did that over here, if we did it, we can do this into a card, but we could do this then, and just with some, oops, there it is. I hope I don't get too many fingerprints. Oopsie, got a ripper. Because they're so shiny this way. One. Oops, I shouldn't have put that there. Should have fit it a little better. And we'll put a little piece of this on that guy. And we can make some shiny stickers. Nobody will know that. No, just go, what's wrong with these stickers? They don't have any stick 'em. And we'll know the secret. Oh, he needs some black. Yeah, oh, he does, but I just cut him off, so. Okay, then we can just trim right around and make it look like a die cut so you have a little bit of an edge. And then you, if you're a planner girl, you could use this on your planner. If you're a refrigerator girl, you could put some magnet paper, you know, like you get from the plumber that has his name on it. You could put that on the back and put it on the refrigerator or give it away. You can actually, oh, I don't have one right here. I made them years and years ago where I put a piece of the magnet underneath some thin paper and then put these on top. Oh gosh, that's a good card. I should do that. 712. Maybe we can maybe fake it. So we'll cut a couple of these out and I'll show you how to do that. It's a cool card because then they have a little magnet that they can take off. Cutting this real janky. No smooth lines for me. Maybe a couple smooth lines. Okay. Throw that away. See how pretty they are? Don't they look like stickers? I think they do. You could do them with, they could be, oh, where is that? Oh, there's that terrible squeak. Here's some of that. That Stuffensy. Just magnet. So we could put some across here. You could put it on, oh, you can do anything. It's all paper magic. I got that too big. Yeah, can't see it, right? And just a little bit. We'll just pretend you can't see it. There we go. Good enough. Let's see, let's cut him off too. Cut him off at the pass. There we go. One side is sticky, so that's a plus. Okie doke. Then we'll find a card. A card. Here's a card. Oh, it even has something on it we can cover up. Bonus. Okay, so if you have like this, so well we can just add a little prettiness to it, and we can put little magnet under here, and then we'll cover the back so you don't have to see the magnet. And somebody will think, You're very, very fancy. And because that's what we want. We want to surprise people with cool things. Because it is fun. It is. So much more fun. This would be the kind of card that comes in a cellophane wrapper. If you were at a store, like at Whole Foods. And they'd sell it for $11 and you're like, oh, I can make that. I can make that. I can make that. Yep. You know what I'm talking about. Okay. So we're going to put these guys right here, but we're going to put some magnets underneath, but not quite yet. Oh, that's pretty already, isn't it? Let's go ahead. Surely I have some green. These guys are flying around in the trees. We just only get little tiny glimpses of them as they fly by. Because they are just like flying jewels. Okay. Shoo. I got a little bit of hard spot. Embrace the hard spot. I think we could do some little leaves in this green too. That would be pretty enough. Doesn't have to be much because these butterflies are your stars here. They need most of the attention. They deserve it. They deserve it. Have you ever seen a butterfly's tongue? It's so cool. They curl it up. It's just the, you know, they don't do it on purpose, but it's cool. Do that nice around that yellow. Might come back in with a little yellow around the green. Light hand to heavy hand. Goodly, goodly. Now maybe. Some bright green. Let's find a leaf. I don't have a lot of leaves out right now because I haven't been doing flowers. But I should be able to find something. Oh, carrot top. No, that's not what I want. Leaves. I know which ones I want. Hang on. Leaves. Okay, here's some florals. Let's see. Oh, there they go. What would look good with these? I don't want the leaves to be realistic because the butterflies aren't realistic. So that would be too silly. I kind of thought I'd like this because people are using this one a lot. But I don't know. I don't think, now that I look at it, I don't think it's the right one. Let's see. This is kind of leaf light. It's kind of a suggested leaf, which I kind of like because it won't take away from my stars. My stars, the butterflies. Boy. Howdy. Well, this was a card I didn't expect to make, and I'm just thrilled that I am. Oh yeah, now I know why I can't move it. Okay, we'll maybe just have it down here at the bottom. Because we can always add. Okay. Oh, I need to have that up there, don't I? Okay. It's not the best, but we're okay. Let's see. What would these guys be saying? Bugs and hugs? Cute as a bug. I don't want to lose anybody. Hugs would probably just be fine. Do I have one made? That would be nice too. No, heck no. Okay, well, maybe I'll find a hugs. Let's go ahead and put some paper of this stuff on the back. And it's about yay wide. I cut it in half. We're going to cover it so you don't see it. I'm gonna make sure that it's gonna stick. Yep, we're good. Okay. We're gonna put him right here, going this way. So we'll put this back here basically. See how that goes. Ta-da! No adhesive needed. Yes. How good is that? That's cute. That's good. You just brought a little cute into the world. Let's see, we put him here. We'll put that right underneath. Ta-da! No adhesive needed. Then I'll find some little sayings. It'll be fine. Yeah. Then they can just take it off and put it on their refrigerator. Flying by with a hi. That's cute. That's a cute idea. I like it, Miss Karen. Then I've got a piece of copy paper here. I will just trim it down a little bit. And I think it will be just fine on the inside. And so you don't have to see those hideous things. I guess I should do cardstock so you don't have to see those hideous magnets. But you don't, the thing to me is you don't want, you gotta have this thin enough so that the magnetism, the animal magnetism will go through there and you won't lose anybody. But do play with it before you decide exactly what you're gonna do. Maybe I'll put some, no, I don't know. Okay, I'm just making this a fourth of an inch smaller. No rhyme, no reason. Yeah, ta-da! Here. Smash that down. See, won't that be cute? Beach, 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 beach. How cute. You can make them go different ways. You can even have one coming in for a great big butterfly smooch. That's so, oh, kiss your antenna. Yep. Oh gosh. Plus, magnets are just fun. You could do this with a game too. You could do you can make a card that has a game on it that way. Here's some little things. What's it say? Thinking of you. Who are you thinking of? Me? Oh, here's some little blobbies too. Maybe I could use these little blobby stamps for some yellow blobbers. That might be kind of pretty, some tone-on-tone yellow blobbers. Where are you? Can't see you. Okay, let's try you a little more. Where'd the butterflies go? They flew away. Well, that's kind of an okay texture-y thing. Nothing too outstanding, but not anything terrible. So sometimes it's okay just to be happy. I'm sometimes very happy with just okay and not terrible. My standards aren't always real high. Just because, hello. Bunches, love you, bunches. It's kind of cute. Let's try love you, bunches. And these are little dark things, so I can cut them out and they will stand out nicely. They won't get lost terribly in the crowd, I think. So hopefully we'll get a decent stamp here. Okay, we'll stamp it once on card or the scrap paper so we can still get it nice and inky. See what it looks like. No, so, but it's just, we're gonna do different little, that's fine. That's fine. My ever-growing collection of black ink. Then you could put some other little things in there. That's cute. A day without making something cute is a sad day indeed. Thanks for showing up tonight, so I was inspired. Love you bunches. And what are we going to put at the top? They're kind of, maybe we can put another one. I don't think I'm going to like it up here. Nope, I don't. Okie doke. Maybe it will just hold the floor down here like a love you bunches. Would you go up a little bit? No, yeah. There we go. Just some sparkly things. Those I'm not gonna glue anything else down right now because I'm not convinced that this is where I want to be. You could get some, some thread underneath those guys. I think that would be pretty too. Maybe some thread. I think that would spread them out a little bit. And then that would make it pretty. So, okay. Well, we got a card done. We showed you kind of a surprise card. Thanks for showing up. You just never know what you're going to get here. But this was a surprise little card. I wasn't really my plan, but I'm glad I did it. Okay. Are you going to sit? Yeah. Maybe a couple little ones, some little bugs. I might just add some little bugs. So, I don't know. They're fun to play with. So anyway, if you have some little butterflies, you could have some pretty ones too. They don't have to be like this stylized. And some packing tape and some magnet paper and a card. You got yourself a card that's going to be real fun. Somebody's going to like it because it's going to be like a little gift for their lockers or their refrigerator or something or other. Thank you, Linda. What else? In closing, my notes. In closing, thank you. We do hope to inspire and, yay, Leslie. We do hope to inspire and create your little creativity gland and get that thing going. If you make some of these, show us over in the Facebook Fun University Lounge. We'd love to see it. I packed up, get a load of this. So last month, my crisis area was scrapbooking. I did not finish, but the month finished, so I set it aside. And so this month, my crisis area is my card management. Some of my little cards, I just love them. I do. I just love them. 20 years worth, though, is a lot. So I packed up 200 cards today in envelopes to go down the street to the nursing home, assisted living, and so that'll be 300 cards this month. I can't keep up with Patty because she does like millions of cards, but so that was good. I got 300 cards out of here. I'm feeling good, and it's only the 13th, so I've got many more to go. And I emptied out my old Close My Heart organizing boxes because they just didn't hold cards like I like, and I'm not with them anymore, so I don't care if I have their stuff here anymore. So I'm going to sell those and just buy shoe boxes, just like from Aldi's. Anyway, that's what I'm doing. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Please come back on Thursday, and I'll actually have a class. We're going to talk about 5x7 cards and how do you cut paper to get the most out of. I'm going to yawn. I'm so sorry. How do you get the most out of 5x7 or a 12x12 piece of paper? And you know I hate cutting up 12x12 paper. So anyway, we're going to do that and talk about proximity on 5x7s, and then we will be back at it Friday night with a lovely little sugar bumps called Stacy Sansom, and she's just sweet. So I really enjoyed our talk today. It was heartbreaking when I sent off my archive of cards. Yeah, well, some of my, I keep going, no, I got to teach that. I got to teach that. I can't get rid of that one yet. I got to teach that one. Or it'll have just like one thing on it. I go, no, I got to keep that one. So I got to teach it. And then I go, but I just like this one. So you know, it's a whittling. You don't have to do it all at once. But Patty, those people will love it. The ones that you sent. I love the ones that you send me. So I do. It makes my day. All right, let's sign off. You guys go make something cute. Make a magnet card. I gotta work on this one a little bit. You deserve it. Yes, you do. And because I love you. You guys take care. We'll see you in 48 hours. 47 hours. Okay. Bye-bye. Is that right? Bye.